welcome to News Update. I am Udrakobon Achibon. At a time when Nigeria faces critical economic and social challenges, the call for the nation to reassess its development trajectory has become more pressing than ever. This message resonated at the 2024 edition of Nigeria's Legends and Heroes Awards, where distinguished personalities were not only celebrated for their contributions, but also urged to reflect on the country's progress and the road ahead. Joe Ebu reports.
For decades, Nigeria has grappled with developmental setbacks, from economic instability to governance lapses. While efforts have been made towards progress, the question remains, what path is the nation truly on? Addressing this concern, former Chief of Defense Staff General Alexander Ogunmudia, in his keynote lecture, emphasized the need for Nigeria to critically examine its development strategy.
The 21st century remains a century of opportunities, challenges, technological supremacy, and the application of a sustainable strategy. Countries that have given great importance to research and development have strategic plans on how to acquire, produce, and use new technologies, and are equally enterprising enough to rule the world. The time for Nigeria to start is now.
Others call for a shift in mindset and approach to leadership, stressing that national growth cannot be left to chance, but must be driven by bold policies and a commitment to excellence.
A tradition of leadership, a tradition of showing what it truly means to be a brother's keeper.
Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge.
The event recognized individuals who have played key roles in shaping Nigeria's growth through governance, business, and humanitarian service. The convener speaks on the impact of the program.
We are not happy the way development is drifting in Edo and Delta. So we felt we should bring up discourse after voting. What happened next? Are we able to hold?
It is well-known fact that most of the developed countries of the world today attain greatness partly as a result of the patriotism shown by their citizens. Unfortunately, the level of patriotism of the Nigerian citizens appears to be low. Elizabeth Omoko in this report examines the nature of patriotic zeal that is required in governance and the unpatriotic attitude that has...
It is among a series of focus group engagements across Nigeria as part of a nationwide initiative to promote Made in Nigeria products. Key stakeholders in the industrial, trade, technological ecosystem and policy makers are discussing the challenges, opportunities, and policy interventions required to accelerate the adoption and comprehensiveness of Made in Nigeria products. Representative of the Governor and MD, Edo State Information Communication Technology, Egosa Orohide, states the position of the state government in this regard.
The administration of Senator Monday Okwebolo has hit the ground running on infrastructure projects, such as road projects, which definitely will help manufacturers get their products to market on time.
The consensus of panelists at this engagement is for the academia, industrialists, and policy makers to work in unison for the growth of Nigerian products.
We have quite a number of intelligent researchers, and where we have such persons, the expectation is that they should be able to solve problems within the country.
They don't believe in our product, but this renewed hope of our president has made the EVC to have a 3C, creation, collaboration, and commercialization.
If you patronize Nigerian manufacturer, you are not just patronizing him. You are patronizing yourself. You are creating employment.
There has to be better collaboration between the industry and the academia so that we can have innovative practices for our manufacturing.
The outcome here will form part of national conversation on the future of Made in Nigeria products in Benin. Good luck in Aini, NT News.
Sincere apologies. That report was by Goodluck Enani on Nigerian manufactured goods and not as earlier said. Moving on, Nigeria and Cuba are enhancing ties through the bilateral cooperation by signing MOUs on trade and investment. To further strengthen this cooperation, additional areas will be explored to leverage various key sectors of both nations' economies. Garuba Natala reports.
For Nigeria, this is a welcome development. This agreement reached marks a new era of relations with the Republic of Cuba following the visit of the Cuban Foreign Minister, Bruno Eduardo Rodriguez Parela. The Memorandum of Understanding focuses on trade, investment, and the health sector.
With regards to research, with regards to science, with regards to technology, and this is something that Nigeria is keenly looking forward to working together with Cuba towards actualizing.
And we have been change views on this matter in order to explore some new interests and consolidate the current ones.
The relationship between Nigeria and Cuba spans over decades, but diplomatically established in 1974, built on mutual respect, cultural affinity, and cooperation. Both nations are committed to promoting peace and stability on a multilateral level. Over the years, trade volume between Cuba and Nigeria has been increasing, primarily driven by medical supplies exported to Nigeria. With the new MOU in place, even greater trade is anticipated. In Abuja, Garib Muhammad Atala, NTA News.
We now take a break. We'll be back shortly. Please stay tuned.
Otherwise known as a worker.
This is Health Plus. Today, searchlight on universal healthcare. What does it mean?
Diphtheria is a vaccine-preventable disease. It is highly fatal.
It is good to sing praise unto our God, for it is pleasant and praise is comely.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode on Youth Arena. And I can't wait to hear what you guys have in store for us today. Some of you might have experienced it.
The Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Hey there, welcome to another exciting episode in Top 7 Jams. It's your girl Pearl.
I tell myself say I know go cry, but I cry. We dance like
Do you live in Aduawa and environs, or you need a conducive and open field in Aduawa for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, annual ceremonies, family or corporate events in a serene and conducive environment that is close to nature? Then look no further. NTA Benin Aduawa is a place for you. NTA Benin Aduawa has a large field for all your events and ceremonies. Also, at NTA Corporate Headquarters TV Road, we have a state-of-the-art fully air-conditioned ultra-modern hall for all kinds of indoor events with a standby generating set, therefore ensuring uninterrupted power supply. We also have NTA Pavilion for all outdoor events at the same venue. Guess what? Our prices are affordable, locations are easily accessible, venues conducive and highly secured. Our outside broadcast van is available 24 hours and can broadcast your events live. And above all, you can air your events on our award-winning program like Events and Style. And any booking on the field or hall gets a bonus of free news coverage. Wow! What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity and have your celebration in a grand style. For inquiries and bookings, please call NTA Benin, the award-winning station.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Enshrining holistic, enduring, and sustainable reforms in the Nigerian correctional service system, Guest and Good Morning Nigeria say must be tackled as a collective approach and responsibility. They noted that with all stakeholders playing their stipulated roles, correctional service providers will upscale best practices of fairness, justice, accountability, and transparency. Lydia Sampson reports.
The Nigerian Correctional Service Probe Panel says it has unveiled significant findings in its Phase 1 report. Some panel members on Good Morning Nigeria highlighted systemic issues including corruption, indiscipline, and alleged torture and human rights violations within the service.
We're looking more on a holistic reform in the Nigerian Correctional Service. It's not a case of witch hunting, and if you want to really go in depth to look at most of the things happening, then you have to do a thorough investigation.
The panel, which investigated allegations surrounding Idris Ukuneye, known as Bobby Risky, acknowledged noting irregularities in his transfers and possible preferential treatment. They, however, confirmed that he was in custody as against the misinformation that he was not. The panel also confirmed unethical financial transactions involving officers at the Kuje Correctional Center, currently on suspension.
We made the report available. There was no evidence that he did not spend his jail term in the correctional facility as claimed or as alleged.
Correctional service and correctional centers is like the barometer to check what happens across the whole of the justice system, as well as what happens within the society. I mean, it's always said that if it can get it right there, then that society is right.
As the second phase of the panel investigation continues with public hearings, the panel recommends